The police have tortured a blogger to death because he criticised a senior officer. They put down the subsequent protests brutally with tear gas, but the protests were ultimately successful, and some of the officers involved in the murder have now been arrested. So I deliberately didn't mention where this took place, Kenya, because, let's face it, a lot of people would keep scrolling when they heard that. So often we treat violence in Africa as somehow natural, the deaths as less important, and the obviously brutal and corrupt police as special, unlike our police. But this is how police all over the world behave when they think they can get away with it. So the blogger Albert Ojwang was arrested for a post he made on Twitter critical of the Deputy Inspector General of Police. He was then found unconscious in his cell and died. Initially, the police claimed this was because he had banged his own head against the cell wall, but the autopsy showed injuries all over his body, indicating that he'd been beaten. Now the president, William Ruto, has admitted that Ojwang died at the hands of police, and it appears that the cops used other inmates to torture Ojwang to death. Under Ruto's regime, extrajudicial killings by the police have been commonplace in Kenya, and time will tell if this latest murder will spark lasting change. I think looking at how police behave all over the world is instructive. Of course, I'll still talk a lot about where I live, but I want to try and remedy my bias by making more videos that aren't just focused on Australia, the US, and the UK. So follow Anticop and let's expand our horizons together.